Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Denver, where we'll see the Nuggets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. Hey, let's talk about a guy we'll be watching tonight. The Manimal, Kenneth Faried. Just a madman on the floor and is perhaps one of the most active players in the league.
That's right, Ernie. He's from the Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. He plays with the heart of a lion in every aspect of the game. He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. Shout out to Brick City.
Brick City, wow, but closer is New York City to him. That's why he got that game, I think, Shaq.
And now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
It's game time in Denver as the crowd is filing in the Pepsi Center, looking to cheer on the Nuggets. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off that loss to the Houston Rockets.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Garnett out there with Towns, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Now here's Moutier following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Pulls up on the wing, and Faried the bucket on the assist for Moutier. Faried's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Rubio outside. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. To the paint, Nurkic with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's Chandler, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
You know, when I think of Wilson Chandler, what comes to mind is supreme athleticism. He can throw it down with the best of them. And yet he's still working on the other areas of his game to be more well-rounded.
Now here's Wiggins. Here's Towns. Rebounded by Faried.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And that one's good. You know, back to Wilson Chandler, he's somewhat of a wild card. One of the few guys to go overseas. Remember, Greg, during that NBA lockout in 2011, he signed to play for China and didn't negotiate an out clause when he signed.
Yeah, and truth is, Chandler's one of those guys who can give you some solid minutes, but you hope at some point that he gets serious and commits to reaching his full potential.
Now here's Wiggins after the miss from Ricky Rubio. Second chance shot. No luck. Chandler with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Faried, a screen on Wiggins, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Now, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here is Rubio. He had 13 points in the win against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
and also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Count the bucket. So it's Denver now. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Now, here is Martin. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers. Towns with it. Fareed's there. The jump hook. And again, it's Minnesota.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Moutier after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And they're able to recover. And he gets the bucket. So it's Minnesota now. They trail by 1. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
A lot of firepower. And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Minnesota with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And Rubio kicks to Martin. Rubio outside. Towns dishes to Rubio. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Wiggins. Here's Towns. No good off the front iron.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And they'll keep possession. On up the court. Wiggins passes to Garnett. It's stolen by Foy. Pass to Moutier. Over in the corner, Chandler. No good on the 3. The Timberwolves trail. Outside, Martin. Pass to Wiggins. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Denver. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Fareed.
And with Wiggins' game, he has a nice jumper for a player his age. As he grows in the league, he'll become more and more comfortable shooting from deep. He'll be nearly impossible to guard when he adds a consistent three-point shot.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. A bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this D is going to be easy.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Nelson's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Gorky Dang's checked in for Towns.
And, with Wiggins, it just isn't all about his ability to score. Showed a real knack for making the unselfish play, too. Understands how to work as a unit to create shots and gets to the right spot on the floor. His potential is unlimited.
Back to Martin. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Foy. And here we go. Foy's got it. The fast break chance. There's the feed to Gallinari. Uncovered. And it's Gallinari again missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Now, here is Ford. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. Chandler. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Chandler's got 7 points in the game. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 15-6 run. Out to the wing. Martin with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pekovic with a screen. This one for three. And it's Martin missing.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Feeds to Ford. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Nelson kicks to Chandler. For the three. They get it again. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 10 points per game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Chandler. And it's Will Barton in for Randy Ford. Timberwolves also changing it up. Muhammad, he's checked in for Wiggins. Zach LaVine comes in for Kevin Martin. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Pekovic. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Lakers.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws. And last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Now, here is Miller. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's LaVine. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's LaVine. Jang with the screen for Miller. And Tang gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Kicks in a screen, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Gallinari.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Jang a screen. Jang with the screen for Muhammad. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And for Gorgui Dieng, an intelligent guy with strong physical attributes, gigantic arm span, but extremely raw skill-wise.
Yeah, his game still needs plenty of polish on both ends of the floor, but I really felt like he took a huge leap last season, and he has the intensity along with that work ethic to continue to grow.
You know, on the topic of Dieng, he did improve in practically every category in year 2. Offensively, though, he still looked a bit mechanical. And on defense, he still went for too many head fakes, but you've got to like his upside.
Now here's Muhammad. Jang a screen. Muhammad dishes to Bekovic, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And talking about Gorgui Dieng, he recorded 22 points and 21 rebounds in the game his rookie season. Amazingly, it was the first ever 2020 game by a Timberwolves rookie. The Wolves, of course, once home to Kevin Garnett and Kevin Love, so that's pretty good company.
And we've seen it all, guys. The Nuggets have been in free fall the last couple years. Part of that is their play at home, where GA, they used to be invincible.
You remember back in the day, Kevin, I mean, one of the most difficult places to play was in Denver. I mean, you're dealing with the thin air, but that hasn't been the case here of late.
George Karl just prided his team on what they did at home. A great 1-2 punch, beautiful pass, and nasty jam.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
The Nuggets trail by 5. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Bekovic. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Miller's got the ball. And Muhammad gets it to go.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Nelson kicks to Barton. They set the pick. Pass to Dorsey. There's the double team with Bekovic. Gallinari with it. Now defended by Muhammad. Clock at 4. Kept alive. Second chance shot. No good at the rim. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Towns. Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Miller. That's Garnett, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. Now here is Miller. Offensive rebound. Wiggins kicks to Miller. Wiggins outside. There's the pick. The second chance effort. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now the pass to Barton. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Muhammad heading to the hoop. Here's Wiggins.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Miller kicks to Towns. On the wing, Wiggins. The dish to Miller. From beyond the arc, Miller with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 8. Now, Moutier. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. Martin's checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio comes in for Miller. Here's Fareed. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Martin kicks to Rubio. Garnett with the screen for Rubio. Inside, Garnett the pass to Towns. And it's off the back rim, no good.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it. Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Martin dishes to Rubio. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
The shot by Chandler, wide open. Another three for Denver.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Rubio outside. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Garnett right side. Rebound by the Nuggets. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here's Rubio. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon to them up to this point, fellas.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for him.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Denver. Now, here's Moutier looking for his first basket still in this one. For 3. Rebound, Minnesota. And it's Martin penetrating. Wiggins outside. Fires for 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Nuggets trail by 6. Foye, the pass to Fareed. Foye dishes to Fareed. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And another miss by Denver.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Chandler. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse for them.
Could it have been any other way? I mean, last season, KG returning to the Wolves. I mean, the entire city was buzzing for his return.
Kevin Garnett was once the star here and now is acting as the mentor for all these young Timberwolves players. He won't let them slack even for a moment on or off the floor.
You know, it's that competitive fire that made KG so great, Kevin, and Minnesota made a savvy move, I think, to get him into the locker room and back on the squad. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here's Rubio. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, I tell you what, Ricky Rubio has everything you want out of a player except one thing. He has to learn to shoot it better. Rubio can defend, he can pass, he can lead a team, but until he becomes a better shooter, I think he's going to short-circuit his potential.
And back to Ricky Rubio for a moment, who certainly is at the hub of what this team does, averaging over 8 assists a game for his career through last season. If he can stay healthy, gain some weight, this is a guy to watch.
It really is. And listen, they're also built now for him because they got those great athletic wings. And if he can shoot it a little bit better, I mean, I think he's going to have more opportunities to spread the floor and drive and make plays. And for his first 4 seasons in the league, never hit over 38%. That's not going to get it done at the highest level.
Joey Dorsey's checked in for Nurkic. Timberwolves also with the sub. Zhang's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And last season, really a tale of 2 halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Now here's Towns. But they recover it. Wiggins outside. Outside Martin. Jang with the screen for Martin. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 10. Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Tanking is something that all teams that are out of it tend to do. I hate that word, Clark, but it seems to be the one used by a lot. Nuggets didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way. Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Timberwolves leading by 8. And here's Wiggins. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. Couple blocks in that game as well.
Here's Nelson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Levine's checked in.
And guys, for the Nuggets, it seemed to come out of the blue for their players. They all felt fresh, but the press release would say they needed rest. So obviously a bit of miscommunication there.
Here's Martin. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. And, you know, back to the Nuggets and giving up a bit near the end of the season, miscommunications like that can really bother a player. Still, it's a viable strategy. I don't know if it's viable, but it's a strategy that could pay dividends if executed the right way.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Minnesota. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Denver passing it around. Gallinari against Jang. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got 6.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Levine, good.
And when you've got that much of a size advantage on your defender, that's how you take advantage of it.
Now, here is Foy, covered by Martin. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Foy.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Martin goes in, can't get it to go. And it's Denver the other way. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Nelson with it. He's got 6. Hickson sets the screen for Nelson. Hickson sets the screen for Nelson. Here's Foy. Rebound, Minnesota. Jang's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Martin. J.J. Hickson grabs the rebound. Hickson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Gallinari kicks to Dorsey. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Left side, Martin. Jang, a screen. Martin dishes to Levine. Pekovic with a screen on Gallinari. Martin, the pass to Dang. Kicks it to Levine. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
You look at Gorgui Dieng and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game's a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed. But started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunity.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Barton is checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Andre Miller's checked in for Kevin Martin. Nelson against Miller. And again, Denver no good.
And Jang last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
And Muhammad kicks to Pekovic. Shot from the low block. The shot no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Nelson outside. Miller against Gallinari. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And Yang isn't a young player by any means, but he has learned how to fill a niche on a team quickly. Just offers good numbers and intangibles in a lot of places on the stat sheet.
Fareed's checked in for Denver. And the foul called on Andre Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Fareed dishes to Barton. The three-pointer no good. Timberwolves leading by 11. Baseline jumper. And he hits the jump shot. Levine's got 10 points in the game.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark.
And that concludes the first half. The Timberwolves on top, up 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Jameer, what disappointed you about the way this team played in the first half, and what needs to change after the halftime?
I mean, we got to obviously keep them off the offensive boards. We're making a lot of mistakes, a lot of careless mistakes, things that we could change.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Andrew Wiggins led the way in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 block shots, and 1 assist. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, in terms of running a smooth, efficient offense, they've been as good as it gets. The looks they've created have been high percentage. The ball is moving, guys are rotating. That's what got them those good looks, Ernie. And this is the reason they got that nice lead.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
To fall behind like this at home.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.
Fareed and Nurkic. In the middle. Moutier out there with Foy, and it's Chandler in at the small forward position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Foy with it. He's against Martin. Fareed. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, Kenneth Fareed was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
All free throws good from Kenneth Fareed. Getting back to Fareed, the numbers through last season tell a very interesting story. His field goal percentage has gone down every year, while his free throw percentage has gone up every year.
Yeah, his rebounds, assists, steals, block numbers have all stayed relatively flat. You know, he's making a positive contribution, but maybe not at the level of that contract extension he signed back in 14.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. It's going to be Garnett shooting. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 14. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. There's the bucket. Good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Timberwolves leading by 10. It's Martin on the wing, covered by Foy. Garnett inside, working on Hickson. They get the rebound. Nurkic with the block. Now here's Chandler. He's got 14. Three-pointer. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. Back to Rubio. Wiggins against Chandler. Wiggins drives in. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Nuggets trail by 7. Chandler kicks to Moutier. Back to Chandler. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier, can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead, so we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
For Denver, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Garnett with the block.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
He feeds it to Towns. Lets it fly from 18. Hickson grabs the board.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. Excellent D there from Garnett.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Rubio. And he gets it to go. Moutier's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Outside, Martin. Garnett kicks to Wiggins, and that one's good.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
1 year out from the big Kevin Love for Andrew Wiggins trade, and you have to think that the Wolves are pleased. Wiggins, Clark, has looked amazing.
Yeah, to get talent from a player who wants out is one thing. To get a player of Wiggins' caliber is a whole nother level. And that's a good get for the Wolves.
Here's Martin. He has 5. Garnett the pass to Wiggins. Nurkic with the steal. Now Moutier. Dishes to Nurkic. And he banks in the lane. Nurkic has got 6 points.
For the Love and Wiggins trade, we knew that it could take several years to properly evaluate, but Wiggins was just so good his rookie season.
Towns at the elbow. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. The Nuggets trail by 8.
And I think that is a key part. Wiggins was so much better than anyone expected as a rookie. People figured it would take him several years to develop, but he was the most NBA-ready player of the class, and I think that caught a lot of people off guard.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Martin for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Hickson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Foy. It's deflected. Here's the break. Here's Martin, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Wiggins against Chandler, takes the 13-footer, and that one comes up a bit short. Inside, Rubio, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Denver calls timeout.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Nurkic. Alinari comes in for J.J. Hickson. And Barton subbed in for Randy Foy. And Chandler throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Mike Malone as he addressed his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Chandler. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Wiggins dishes to Towns. From 8. Here's Pekovic. Here's Muhammad. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Chandler outside. Pulls from the top of the key. No good off the front iron. Timberwolves leading by 6. Pass to Towns. He dishes it to Muhammad. Wiggins outside. 6 to shoot. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. And here's Gallinari. He's got 6. He kicks to Barton. Chandler a screen. Jumper off the screen. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Begovic with a screen, and Rubio kicks to Begovic, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Barton. It's deflected.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll... shoot 2.
How about Wiggins in this one? He's got 19 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
An interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
A different look for Denver. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Chandler. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. And then for Minnesota, Jang, he's checked in for Towns. And Miller's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Screen by Faried. Nelson, the pass to Faried. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Faried excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
Talking about Faried, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level?
Nelson kicks to Gallinari. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Gallinari's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Timberwolves leading by 9. Begovic attacking. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Nelson dishes to Faried. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. 11 points for Kenneth Faried. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Barton. And Miller with the block. They get it back. Second shot opportunity.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
The feed to Begovic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Muhammad and the powerful one-handed slam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Nelson against Jang. To the paint. Here's Pekovic. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that. But I will say, it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Martin passes to Fareed.
Timberwolves foul call. Gorgie Dang. That's his 4th personal foul.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Kenneth Fareed. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. There's 18 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Feeds it to Muhammad. Jang inside. Fareed defending. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Jang's got 11 points. Nelson from outside, and that one's good.
Nelson! 1, 2.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves lead by 10. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. So on the floor for Minnesota, Martin out on the wing with Muhammad. Gorgie Dang is out there with Garnett, and it's Miller in at the point guard position. Here's Gallinari. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
3 on the clock, but they'll get another chance. Outside, Martin. Passes it to Dang. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Fareed, a screen on Martin. Moutier kicks to Fareed. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. Lets it go from 11. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his 2nd.
That one on Muhammad.
It really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. Took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
The first free throw is good. Gallinari did get better and better over time. I mean, he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Jen. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Shabazz Muhammad. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Miller.
And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
Well, and last year for the Nuggets, they were really searching, and they finished 12th in the Western Conference. Greg, they were 30-52.
you know, not a great place to be.
No,
let's face it. I mean,
no.
Kevin, Denver never really had a shot at the postseason, but weren't good enough to land a high draft pick either.
Nurkic, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Wiggins outside. Towns kicks to Rubio. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Fareed right side, and stolen by Wiggins. Garnett with it. Wiggins drives it. Oh!
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Rubio against Chandler, just 5 to shoot. Towns kicks to Martin. And he's good on the 3-ball. Martin's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Here's the screen. Fareed dishes to Moutier. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Outside Martin. Chandler against Wiggins. Rubio in the corner. Knocked loose. Stolen by Fareed. On the wing, Chandler. Covered by Wiggins. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Kenneth Fareed. And the Timberwolves call time here. Well, the Timberwolves knew that last season would be one not to worry about winning with Coach Flip Saunders. It was more about growing as a team, and you know him. That's one of his specialties.
Yeah, Flip, Kevin's a great teacher, and so to have this young group and show the improvement they did over the course of the season was important. And really, it's mostly just about getting guys used to a system and preparing for what could be a really bright future.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
And, you know, as you said, with Minnesota, I think last season was just about letting the young guys grow and develop, giving them minutes. They had a really young team. The average age last season, under 25 years old.
Here's Nurkic, and it's Denver scoring again.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now, here's Rubio. Garnett, the screen. Here is Rubio. Garnett with the screen for Wiggins. Now Foy. The pass to Fareed. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And down the stretch, they let the young guys play through their mistakes. And I thought for the Wolves that was important. Wiggins led the league in minutes played after the All-Star break. A lot of those young Wolves logged heavy minutes and got great experience.
That free throw good from Fareed. And Yusuf Nurkic, really a big, good-looking young prospect. He's the guy that took Mozgov's place in Denver.
Yeah, originally, Kevin, drafted by the Bulls at number 16, then traded to Denver, as you indicated. His sheer size alone, 7 feet, 280. That makes him a force on the glass.
Rubio, the pass to Wiggins. Garnett, the screen. to the inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And getting back to Nurkic, what makes him an intriguing prospect beyond his size is his exceptional balance. I mean, his excellent footwork makes him really effective in the pick and roll. He also possesses great lateral speed and quick hands for a big man.
Screen by Fareed. Fareed, a screen on Rubio. Mudiay kicks to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And again, Denver no good.
And, you know, talking about Nurkic, I mean, his father, a police officer in Bosnia. According to the Denver Nuggets broadcasters last year, Dad is 7 feet tall and weighs a good 400 pounds or more. That's a big police officer there, boy.
Fareed dishes to Mudiay. And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Kenneth Fareed.
Second team foul.
Timberwolves leading by 14. And here's Rubio. The dish now to Wiggins. Garnett with the screen for Wiggins. Just 4 to shoot. Mudiay passes to Foy. Shoots. Drops one in from the wing.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
For Minnesota, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Garnett kicks to Rubio. Garnett, the screen. Here's Towns. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And Towns drops them both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Nice shot by Foy.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside, Martin. Kicks it to Rubio. Dishes it to Wiggins. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Hickson.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here's Nurkic. It's tipped. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
Still Nuggets ball.
Clock at 6. Here's Nurkic. The shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Pass to Towns. Down low. He got right to the cup using that screen. And that's now 17 points for Kevin Garnett. The Nuggets trail by 16. Mudiay dishes to Hickson. Stolen by Rubio. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Wiggins with the ball.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Rubio with it. Garnett, the screen. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. That's a 2 from Martin. Misses off the left iron. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now, here is Foy. Down low. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Hickson. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And Wiggins throws it down hard. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Ricky Rubio, Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
Here's Moutier. Puts it up off the inbound, and he lays it up and in. Moutier's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Rubio. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
Moutier kicks to Hickson. He feeds it to Foy. It's stolen by Martin. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Denver ball.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Moutier, covered by Rubio. Moutier pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Excellent D there from Garnett.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Pass to Towns. Kicks it out to Rubio. Garnett, the screen. There's the pick. Rubio dishes to Towns. Outside for Martin. Garnett with the screen for Rubio. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Moutier. Here's Chandler. Wiggins with the block. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Garnett against Nurkic. Tries to save it. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
First personal foul. Shooting for Denver, Randy Foy. At the line.
Free throw good. 4. And Foy hits both of them. Here's Levine. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. From deep. Off target. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up.
Yes, I'm here with Kevin Gar.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Andrew Wiggins.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. and the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best, yeah, we taking over. Listen, spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami where it's warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ask Cali. Catman Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3 wheel